Greetings ladies and gentlemen. I really hate to make these kind of videos, but after watching tons of info and reactions, videos or posts from Blizzard and other content creators about the whole situation, I don't want to squander the opportunity to use my voice and the range of this channel to talk about it myself. First of all, what happened? Basically, the state of California has led a 2-year investigation about threatening working conditions and harassment, including sexual abusive behavior and unequal treatment inside and in the context of the company Blizzard Entertainment. And no matter how you think about all the political movements and events that took place in the last couple of years in the United States, this still is an official investigation that led to a lawsuit being filed against the company. And nobody being involved or talking about it should respond without the appropriate sincerity and respect for the people affected. On the other hand, we should try to not be entitled too much, because many vocal people, me included, are not an actual part of the problem, even if Blizzard's stuff is trying to make us believe we are. But however hard the truth may be, this is exactly how things in our world are functioning. The more power and money people have, the more things are capable of getting out of control, and every single individual is standing a chance to unleash their demons, and it's only a matter of context, time, and certain situations that this demon is released. So let us stop thinking about blacks and whites when most of the world's colors are painted in multiple shades of grey. Okay, with this out of the way, should you start boycotting Blizzard games for members of the company abusing other employees with the power and status they have? If that is the only reason, no. Simply from the fact that it would only ruin the lives and working situations of the people that are possibly not even part of the whole situation. And maybe the only people still trying hard to keep the games we love or loved alive, push out the content and sustainability to make things happen. And all that for a company that is not able to provide a safe working environment. The rich and possibly abusive fraction of developers and company members would easily be able to pay all their debts and bills with those millions they already have on their bank accounts. And even if we would assume for a moment that not a single senior team manager or CAO did not know about these circumstances, which I highly doubt, they are still in charge to take complaints and discomfort of their employees seriously and try to do something against the problem, instead of twittering bullshit, patting their shoulders for how exerted they are to keep this company on the right path with all of their heart, and pointing their fingers towards all the bad apples causing these issues. Do something against it and stop denying the truth behind it. Even if we would pretend that some things of this investigation are blown out of proportion, injustice is still being served, and no matter how far it stretches or not. You are responsible for your team, and as long as this stuff happens at your working space, do something against it. And this is really not the case of people are being responsible for their own stuff. I cannot tell in all safety how things are regulated in the US, but in Germany the employer is responsible to provide a safe and suitable working space for their employees. And hiring people and keeping them in business that are known to be the Bill Crosby of the company, that are being too nice to women, is certainly not fulfilling that obligation. Neither is telling people on Twitter to be assured that measures against misdemeanor are being taken into action. Just do something. And finally, stop pointing the fingers at the toxic community. They're not part of the problem. They're part of your games and community. But they're not part of the abusive behavior some Blizzard members are living and acting by. Let me get this straight. They may have been a part in the direction of certain games because of their feedback and participation of certain expansions. But in the end of the day, they're paying a monthly subscription or one-time fee for a product that has nothing to do with the circumstances how these products are being developed, especially when there seem to be people that use that money for getting drunk and cube crawl in the lobby, not trying to work on that product at all, and especially not for violating other people's intimacy. So all in all, even if the right people may suffer the hardest for boycotting Blizzard as a whole, it may actually be the only way to put them into charge of doing something against this madness. No matter what you do by yourself, don't feel enforced by any source or voice, just listen to your own mind and heart and make a decision that you can live with. Nobody should be blamed for still playing the games we all love for a decade, and please don't look at this as a call to arms against the company. Not on Twitter, not on their forums, and not by cancelling your subscriptions or uninstalling games, because it will hurt more good people than those responsible for the situation. But maybe this is the only way of solving the problem, the only way to make a second Realm Reborn happen, where arrogance and ignorance are the first harbingers, and Blizzard has collected a whole archive of those elements. So play whatever game makes you happy. But know that at least for now there's one company or at least one team of that company where development is much more focused on a positive relation to their community, great storytelling and gameplay improvements, and most of all, people giving their hearts to make a great product, instead of getting drunk, harassing their employees and abusing their position of power to harness the fruits of a once so great company. See you guys in another video about this certain other game, and from the bottom of my heart and through the decades of passion and enjoyment of Blizzard games, let us hope for a Blizzard reborn and think about all the people that suffered through being part of the team, and that at least in the MMO community there are people paying attention to their exigency. And even if you're not able to directly support them, let our words serve as a reminder against harassment and power abuse. And that we all should treat each other with appropriate respect and generosity, because it is not the money, the company we work in or the status that defines who we are, but the mindset, actions and the code we live by. So be nice to people around you and keep loving MMOs and games in general.